So, good day everyone. My name is Arjan Banado, and I, along with other members, will discuss to you our presentation, which is Excel, dashboard, and dataset. So, let's proceed. So, before we proceed, let me just present to you our contents. So, here, meron kami build a simple interactive Excel dashboard, and we will also use pivot tables, pivot charts, and slicers. And we will need to make sure, or we will need to make your report dynamic for presentations and data analysis. So here, as you can see on your screen, this is the raw data that we retrieve on the internet. So since this is Excel, we are mostly dealings with raw data. So the link of this raw data is in the description of this video. So let's proceed to formatting the dataset or the raw data that we retrieve. So first, let me just switch to the tab here sa aking Excel. And then let's follow the step. So we will need to click anywhere in the dataset and press Ctrl A to select all data. So that's how we select all data in this raw data or sheets. And then after that, we will need to go to the Insert tab. So the Insert tab is located on the Excel ribbon. So here, Insert, and then sabi dito, we will need to click on Table. So let's click on Table, and then this dialog will show up. And then sabi dito is we will need to ensure the Create Table dialog box has My Table has headers check. So nakita naman natin may check siya. So let's proceed to clicking OK. Okay, so as you can see, the raw data are transformed into table. So next, we will need to rename our table. So this is for the sake of organization. So to do that, we will just need to go to the table design tab, and then in the table name field, we will need to type name like dataset and press enter. So let's do that. So here we'll need to name it data set, and also we will need to rename the data sheet. So again, for the sake of convenience, so let's just right click and rename data set and hit enter. So let's answer the question why format the raw data into table. So changes like adding, deleting rows or columns will automatically update in pivot tables. So that's why we transform those raw data. So here are the pictures that we just did. We select all the data and then go to table and then click OK in order to turn that into table. So here, as you can see, parehas sila ng result. And kita naman natin, parehas silang nag-turn into table. So let's proceed to the next, which is the step 2, create a um, pivot table. So to do that, we will need to select the table. In order to create a pivot table, we will need to click anywhere in the formatted table. So gawin natin yan. Kahit saan dito, ayan, pinindot ko. And then go again to the Insert tab, select pivot table from the ribbon. So gawin natin yan, Insert, and pivot table. So here again may dialog na lalabas. Sabi dito, we will need to ensure the table range is correct. So the table range is already correct kasi sinet up na sa atin yung Excel automatically after clicking the pivot table. So here ulitin natin. Pivot table, ayan, automatic range na yan. And then we will need to make sure na yung new worksheet ay nakaselect as the location. So ayun naman yung default. Kita natin dito. And then after that, just click OK. Okay. And then ayan yung pivot table natin. So ang gagawin natin is re-rename lang natin yung pivot table, which is again for the sake of organization. So click the pivot table name in the pivot table fields. So ito lang yun. Papalitan natin siya ng name na pivot table 1. Already the name itself, pero kapag gumagawa ng pivot table, we'll need to rename it. But in this case, for the sake of organizations. So let's rename din tong part na to. Always remember na i-rename natin to. So same doon sa pivot table 1. Pivot table 1. And hit enter. So ayun lang, how to transform raw data into table and how to create a pivot table. So we will explain this further, pivot table, but this will be discussed by the next member, which is Mr. Puyong. Thank you.
Step 3, add fields to the pivot table. So, ang gagawin natin dito, magbabalik-balik po tayo sa slide at sa Excel. So, masundan natin siya ng maayos. So, sabi dito, drag fields from the pivot table fields pane into the area. So, rows, add fields. So, example lang yan. So, and we will also reformat the values as numbers. So, susundan natin yan isa-isa. Ito, picture ng step na yon. So, una, sa Excel natin, punta tayo sa Excel, ito. Itong pivot table fields na to, we will drag it here sa mga items na to. So, una, gahit na natin ito nasa example. So, seller type is in the column. So, let's go. Seller type, we will drag it in column. So, for values, we will drag price. Okay. So, for rows, we will select and drag here. There we go. So, as you can see, here's our table na. It's kind of looking clean, but we will edit it more. So, right click any value and choose the number format. So, right click any value. We will choose number format. Here, you can see this top format cells. We will choose the number. It says here, next is set the decimal places to 0 and use 1000 separator. So it would look more clean. So we will set the decimal place to 0. We will use 1000 separator and we will click OK. So you see, it looks much more better and cleaner now. So next is step 4. So in step 4, create a pivot chart. So select the pivot table. What we'll do here is like this. So in the pivot table, we will go in pivot table analyze tab. So here in this tab, in this ribbon, so we will choose pivot chart, as you can see here. We will choose a chart type. So for this chart type, maybe we can go for line chart. So we will click here, line chart, then press OK. So as you can see, here's the line chart. So first, now we will customize it. So we will remove the fill buttons, add a title, and move the legend to the top. So first, we will remove the button. So we can just right click over here, then hide all field buttons on chart. See? Then next is we can add title. So this add thingy here, we can click it, then chart title. We can go over here, then over here we can here it's much better here. So we can add titles such as let's say sales by year. Okay. Sorry, sales by year. So there. So now next that we will do is let's move this legends to the top. So in here it says here move the legend. Right click the legend, choose format legend and place it at the top. So we will right click, format legend and place it on top. See, it looks okay now. So here's the output. It looks similar, yeah? So that's it for step 3 and 4. Next step would be discussed by my other group mates. Thank you.
Good day. I am Alexander P. Marbilla, and I will be continuing from where the last reporter left off. So, step 5. Create a duplicate pivot table for new analysis. Ang gagawin natin ngayon is gumawa ng panibagong copy ng pivot table para sa panibagong analysis. Ngayon, to create a copy, press and hold the control key, right-click and drag the existing pivot table sheet to create a duplicate, and release the mouse to make the duplicate. Pero, pwede rin naman gawin ito. I-right-click natin yung pivot table sheet at select ang move or copy. Ngayon, i-check natin yung box na create a copy at click OK. Ngayon, meron na tayong dalawang copy ng pivot table. So, rename the new sheet. Double-click the sheet name and rename it to pivot table 2 at i-rename na ang pivot table sa pamamagitan ng pag-click sa pivot table analyze tab at sa pivot table name field. I-rename natin siyang pivot table 2. Dito sa pivot table analyze, pivot table field, at ito, pivot table 2. Ngayon, ito na yung bagong name ng copy na to. At itong pivot table sheet, i-rename natin siya. Yan. Ngayon, as you can see, ito yung ginawa natin kanina. Select natin yung create a copy na box at i-click ang OK. At ito na yon. So, step 6. Create a pie chart for sales by transmission type. Ngayon, buburuin muna natin yung unnecessary fields dito sa pane na to. At pwede natin gawin to sa pagdadrag dito. Yan. Tapos, ipapalit naman natin is yung transmission type sa rows field at yung total sales sa values field. Itong sum of price, ito na yung sales. So, ngayon, ang nilipat na lang natin dito ay yung transmission type sa rows. Sorry. Yon. Ngayon, mag-insert naman tayo ng pie chart. Ngayon, i-click natin ang pivot table, insert tab at choose pie chart and click OK. Ngayon, ito yung pivot table, insert at insert pie chart. Ito. And additional tip, use pie charts only when there are a few categories, ideally less than 6 to avoid clutter. Ito yung ginawa natin kanina. Tinanggal natin yung unnecessary fields at dinagdag natin yung necessary fields which is yung transmission type. At nag-insert tayo ng pie chart. At tinanggal natin yung mga field buttons, nilagay yung legend sa taas, at nagdagdag ng title. Yun lang po, and thank you for listening.
Good day. I am Giancarlo Vigandea, and I am here to cover steps 7 and 8. In step 7, says here we need to create a comparison chart for fuel type and transmission type. To do this, we will have to duplicate the pivot table again, rename it, and then rename the sheet. We will then set up the new pivot table by removing unnecessary fields, adding the transmission type to the columns field, and adding the fuel type to the rows field. We will then insert a column chart and customize the column chart by adding a title, sorting the data, and hiding all field buttons on the chart. This would be the demonstration. Sales. I fuel type and transmission type. Now there you go. That's our pivot table number 3. On to the next instruction. In the next instruction, it says here we need to duplicate the pivot table again for pivot table 4 and 5. Pivot table 4 would be the regional specs, and pivot table 5 would be the body type. Use my regional specs. Sales volatile. And there you go. The results of the step number 7. Pivot table 3, which is sales by fuel type and transmission type. Pivot table 4, which is sales by regional specs. And pivot table number 5, which is sales by body type. In step 8, we need to create a bar chart for vehicle brand analysis. So we would again duplicate the pivot table again, set it up, and insert a bar chart. We would then add the vehicle brand to the rows field and customize it. We would then rename the chart to sales by vehicle brand and resize the chart to accommodate long category names. So we would again duplicate the sheet. We'll then rename this again as pivot table number 6. A clustered bar chart. We then sort it to largest and sort largest to smallest. And all field bottoms. Then resize it again. And we will rename this as sales by vehicle brand. And so, this is the result of step number 8. Thank you for listening. The next reporter would be Bob Joff Tortogo.
Good day everyone, I am Bob Jeff Tortogo and we are now going to step 9 where we will create a dashboard. Now, first thing we have to do is create a new sheet. After creating a new sheet, we rename it dashboard. After renaming the sheet, we will put a title. For now, our example title will be UAE Auto Market Sales Dashboard. The title will be UAE Market Sales Dashboard. After putting the title, we have to, of course, reformat. So it's good to see here. We're gonna change the font size. Of course, we have to put or change the background color. Now, after we do this, it's time to copy and paste the pivot tables from earlier or the charts. First is pivot table 1, pivot table 2, pivot table 3, pivot table 4, table 5, and last but not least is pivot table 6. Now we have to, of course, adjust this. So it's good to see. Just manual adjustment. Visible. There you go. After this, now we have a dashboard. Now for step 10, to make this dashboard interactable, we need to add some slicers. Now let's check how to add slicers. First, we have to select a pivot table. Here we're gonna use this pivot table. Then proceed to pivot chart analyze. In here, we insert slicer. After that, we will choose the fields like year, transmission type, and seller type. Year, seller type, and transmission type. After that, we will just click OK. And there you go. Now we have our own slicer. Oh, all we have to do is just adjust the size. Its location so it's visible. Increase the guys. There you go. Now we have completed our dashboard that is interactable with Slicer. Next will be step 11, which will be taught by my other group mates.
Good day. My name is John Lawrence Amina, and my part is step 11 and step 12. Of course, first, step 11, after the step 10, which is putting these slicers, let's let's link all the slicers to all charts like this. Right click slicer, select report connections, check all pivot tables charts you want to link. Click OK. In this PowerPoint, this should be the look, but now I'm gonna do it. Right click, report connections, um, click all the pivot tables and click OK. Now let's do this to all. And now we're done linking all these slicers to all the pivot tables. And I will be proceeding to the next step, which is the final touches, like removing grid lines. Go to View tab, uncheck grid lines, and lastly, if you want to see the data change, you need to refresh like this. And as you can see in the grid line view, grid lines, yeah. We already removed it, and you need to refresh it now. Like very fresh. After refreshing, we can select the data that you want to see. The example, we only need the year of 2000. For for transmission, we only need manual and 2013. Now that's the data that is shown. How about automatic? Let's say you can see that the pivot tables are changing and it is interactable. See? And that's it for all our um, report. Thank you for watching.